India has made massive strides in infrastructure in the past few years. There has been a remarkable development in every aspect. Railways, roads, highways, healthcare, ports and shipping, renewable energy, agriculture and rural development. To achieve a $5 trillion economy, the government's key focus is on creating world-class infrastructure in the country. Hello and welcome. I'm Amitabh Kant and you're watching Transforming India. In this show, we'll take you through India's growth story, showcasing the momentous changes taking place in all aspects of infrastructure development in the country. In this episode, we'll talk about the bigger picture, where India stands right now, what are the goals, and how the government aims to achieve them.
India's growth story is in its most dynamic phase yet, witnessing unprecedented expansion in all aspects of infrastructure development.
विश्व में सर्वाधिक लोगों को ले जाने वाला, लाने वाला ये इतना बड़ा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हमारे पास हो, इसको अगर आधुनिक बनाया जाए, इसको अगर टेक्नोलॉजी अपग्रेडेशन किया जाए, मैनेजमेंट परफेक्शन किया जाए, सर्विस ओरिएंटेड बनाया जाए, तो क्या हिंदुस्तान की शक्ल सूरत बदलने में रेलवे काम नहीं आ सकता?
Often termed as the lifeline of India, Indian Railways is the largest rail network in Asia. It's also one of the largest in the world, with a route length of over 67,000 kilometers. The Indian Railways has been on the fast track to development, especially after 2014. From ultra-modern, high-tech, eco-friendly trains to world-class railway stations, the government is aiming to make Indian Railways a vehicle of inclusive growth and connectivity. In 2018, the government brought Arunachal Pradesh on the railway map with India's longest rail-cum-road bridge, the 4.94 kilometer long Bogibeel Bridge over the Brahmaputra River, connecting Tinsukia in Assam to Naharlagun town of Arunachal Pradesh.
डिब्रूगढ़ आने के लिए वो लोग को 500 किलोमीटर का दूरी तय करना पड़ता था और जिसमें लगभग 24 घंटा लग जाते थे और वो लोग अपने जान को हथेली पर रख के फेरी के थ्रू आना पड़ता था। लेकिन ये बोगीबील ब्रिज बनने के बाद आज इसका जो ड्यूरेशन है वो 100 किलोमीटर का रह गया और महज 3 घंटे में आदमी लोग यहाँ आ पाते हैं।
जब ब्रह्मपुत्र का जल स्तर बढ़ा रहता था तो उस समय फेरियाँ बंद हो जाती थी, तो लोगों को काफ़ी दिक्कतें आती थी, जो अभी काफ़ी हद तक सुधर चुकी है। बहुत दिक्कत है, खासकर अगर मैं महिलाओं की बात करूँ तो उनके क्षेत्र में काफ़ी सुविधाएं मिली हैं उन्हें, उनको कम्युनिकेशन की बहुत सुविधा हो गई है, आना जाना बहुत आसान हो गया एक तरह से मैं बोलूँ। और जो दिन भर का जो समय लग जाता था, कभी कभी 24 घंटे भी लग जाते थे, तो वो चीज़ भी अभी काफ़ी हद तक कम हो गया। अभी कुछ घंटों में महज 3-4 घंटों में वो सफ़र तय हो जाती है।
During 2021, Indian Railways achieved the highest ever electrification of sections covering 6,015 kilometers in a single year. 1,110 kilometer dedicated freight corridors were successfully completed. Highest ever capex utilization of rupees 1.55 lakh crore was achieved. 1,900 km of new line and multi-tracking was completed. A huge jump of 168% from the 2009 to 14 figure.
Railways have otherwise also been one of the greatest employers as far as public sector is concerned. But these R&D initiatives will bring about further employment opportunity for the country, not only in the formal, precise railway sector, but also in a lot of sectors that will develop along with it, because this gives lot of traction, lot of optics to the entire economy. That is one area. Number two, railways were the first to bring in the class of technology, science and R&D into the country. With the high tech of railways going in high tech, with the boost, it will give a further boost to the science and technology ecosystem of our country.
The government has also launched Vision 2024 as part of the National Railway Plan to accelerate implementation of critical projects. 100% electrification, multi-tracking of congested routes, speed upgraded to 160 km per hour on Delhi-Howrah and Delhi-Mumbai routes. Speed upgraded to 130 km per hour on Golden Quadrilateral, Golden Diagonal routes. Level crossings eliminated on all Golden Quadrilateral, Golden Diagonal routes.
Today, Indian Railways is a shining example of government's Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative. Currently, 98% procurement in the railway sector is from indigenous sources. From making high-tech trains like Vande Bharat to building world-class rail infrastructure, Indian Railways is giving boost to Make in India scheme of the government. It is also working on a mega plan to become 100% self-reliant for its power needs by 2030 using only solar energy. With this, Railway aims to achieve the net zero carbon emissions target by 2030.
Renewable energy is the need of the hour, and India is making remarkable strides in the sector to achieve its sustainable development goals. The renewable energy infrastructure has made substantial progress in India in the past few years. Since 2014, the renewable energy sector has seen an investment of about $70 billion. India ranks third in Asia and fourth in the world in terms of solar power production. At present, India's installed renewable energy capacity is 97 gigawatts. 50 gigawatt more is under implementation and tenders are being issued for 25 gigawatt more.
रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी की हम बात करें तो सोलर एनर्जी, विंड एनर्जी की बहुत स्कोप है और हाल लद्दाख यूटी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन जो है इस रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी को बूस्ट अप करने के लिए काफ़ी इनिशिएटिव ले रहा है, जिसकी मिसाल मैं देना चाहता हूँ कि कारगिल रिन्यूएबल क्रीडा की तरफ से बहुत सारे ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट्स बनाया है जो अभी वाटर लिफ्टिंग इरिगेशन के लिए यूज़ हो रहा है। जैसा कि लद्दाख के बहुत दूर दराज इलाका जो है वो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी नहीं था जहाँ पे, वहाँ पे ये सोलर एनर्जी के माध्यम से वहाँ पे भी लाइट पहुँच रहा है।
Renewable energy generation has increased from 61.78 billion units in 2014 to 147.25 billion units in 2021. India's solar power capacity has increased 16 times from 2.63 gigawatts in 2014 to 42.33 gigawatts in 2021. As of June 13, 2021, the non-fossil fuel generation in the country was 37.3% of the total. In his Independence Day speech this year, Prime Minister Narendra Modi asserted that India is all set to make a quantum leap in energy independence by 2047 using green hydrogen.
भारत आज जो भी कार्य कर रहा है उसमें सबसे बड़ा लक्ष्य है जो भारत को क्लाइमेट जंप देने वाला है, क्लाइमेट के क्षेत्र में क्वांटम जंप देने वाला है, वो है ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन का क्षेत्र। ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन के क्षेत्र के लक्ष्य की प्राप्ति के लिए मैं आज इस तिरंगे की साक्षी में नेशनल हाइड्रोजन मिशन की घोषणा कर रहा हूं। अमृतकाल में हमें भारत को ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन के प्रोडक्शन और एक्सपोर्ट का ग्लोबल हब बनाना है।
The Union government is setting up the National Hydrogen Energy Mission to promote use of green hydrogen in industry, energy, transport, etc. It recently proposed a new set of draft electricity rules 2021 to promote renewable energy through green energy open access.
Telecom is one of the sectors that has seen remarkable growth in the past few years. During the COVID pandemic, telecom has shown what a crucial part it plays in our lives, from facilitating telephonic medical consultations to holding family events online, from enabling virtual official meetings and webinars to putting schools and colleges online. The robustness of India's telecom sector has strengthened India's fight against COVID-19. This has been made possible only by the rapid growth in telecom infrastructure in the past few years.
Between 2014 and 2021, broadband subscribers have increased by a whopping 1100%. There has been 95% reduction in data tariff between 2014 and 2021. 350% growth in smartphones. 12,000% growth in average monthly data consumption per subscriber. 7,678% growth in rural broadband connections.
Wi-Fi network was not present in my home, so I was not able to take my online classes, and I was missing my important points in my class. But when network came, then I asked my teachers many questions that I have missed in my class, and she helped me in this pandemic.
The government has taken several steps to further enhance connectivity for every citizen. PM Vani has been launched to enable affordable broadband connectivity through public Wi-Fi. Since its launch in December 2020, 47,000 Wi-Fi access points have been established. The Department of Telecommunication is also implementing the production-linked incentive scheme for telecom and networking products. In line with Make in India and Digital India, the PLI scheme aims to create global champions out of India.
And now let's take a look at India's port and shipping sector. India is on the cusp of a major maritime revolution. About 95% of India's trading by volume and 70% by value takes place via maritime transport. Therefore, Indian ports and the shipping industry play a very critical and vital role in boosting the country's trade and commerce and building India's economy. Thanks to the key reforms undertaken by the government in the past few years, the sector is undergoing a major transformation. The government is looking at foreign direct investments, privatization, greater operational efficiency, and capacity building to facilitate growth in the sector.
Recognizing the need for a vibrant and strong maritime industry for both economic and strategic reasons, the government launched the flagship Sagarmala program in 2015 to accelerate growth in the sector. As part of Sagarmala project, Prime Minister Modi released the National Perspective Plan in 2016 for comprehensive development of India's 7,500 km coastline.
Sagarmala has been one of the most ambitious and a very well crafted program of the Government of India. It essentially has 4 or 5 verticals. One is of course about capacity enhancement, modernization, but at the same time it also talks about port-led industrialization, about digitization, about looking at coastal communities, for example. So, if to quote some figures on let us say the infrastructure or port modernization, almost 236 projects with the value of about 1.2 lakh crores is what is the kind of money that has been spent by the Government of India on these projects.
Since 2014, capacity at the ports has increased over 66%. 13 projects have been completed and 14 projects awarded under Sagarmala in 2021. Traffic at ports increased by 18% over the last 7 years. India's trading across borders ranking has improved from 132 in 2014 to 68 in 2021. 1,226 projects under the Sagar Tat Samriddhi Yojana for holistic development of coastal communities. Out of these, 192 projects are under implementation. Inaugurating the Maritime India Summit 2021, Prime Minister Modi asserted that India will become a world leader in blue economy by 2030. He said 23 waterways will be operationalized by then.
India is very sincere about growing in the maritime sector and emerging as a leading blue economy of the world. Our leading focus area includes upgrade current infrastructure, create next generation infrastructure, boost the reform journey. Through these steps, we aim to give strength to our vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat.
Roads are vital to the economy of any nation. A well-developed road network allows efficient freight and passenger movement. Development of economic corridors, providing jobs, boosting tourism and social development. India has the second largest road network in the world. With the objective of building a vast interconnected network and providing last-mile connectivity, India is on a building spree, paving the path to progress quite literally. In 2017, the Modi government launched the flagship Bharatmala scheme to improve connectivity, especially along the economic corridors, border regions and the far-flung areas. In the current year, the nation achieved an unprecedented milestone of constructing 37 kilometers highways per day, a phenomenal record.
The biggest problem earlier regarding commuting was the roads, and now with this new infrastructural policy, whatever the roads coming up, the highways and everything building up, it has made commuting very possible, and that is one of the reasons why I could commute almost 27 kilometers one side, and it is just increased the possibilities. So distance is not becoming any shortcoming. I mean, distance does not stop us from reaching wherever we need to.
ये ईस्टर्न और वेस्टर्न पेरिवेयर हैं, इनसे ही चेंज मुझे ज़्यादा लग रहा है, ये कनेक्ट हुए हैं। मेरा यहाँ सोनीपत से पहले मैं पलवल पढ़ाने जाती थी और मैं दिल्ली क्रॉस करके पलवल पहुँचती थी। मुझे तकरीबन 3 से 4 घंटे लगते थे वहाँ। मैं 1-1.5 महीना गई हूँ और मैं ये कहती हूँ, मतलब दिल्ली क्रॉस करके जाना, पूरा जाम फेस करना और वो सब। उसके बाद मैं कई बार पलवल गई हूँ ईस्टर्न पेरिवेयर से, और यहाँ से पलवल जाने में मुझे मैक्सिमम 2 घंटे, बल्कि इससे कम ही टाइम लगा है, मैं जितनी बार भी गई हूँ।
Under the Bharatmala Pariyojana, thousands of kilometers of highways are being built every year. The government plans to complete 34,800 kilometers of road network by 2022 and 48,000 kilometers by 2024. Over 12,000 kilometers of roads were built in 2020 under the scheme. India also has a well-developed network for public-private partnerships in the highway sector.
the latest avatar of PPPs is more in terms of operations of assets. So in the last 3 years, National Highway Authority of India has raised 17,000 crores, 17,000 crores just by monetizing their assets in highways. They are going in for a large 5,000 crore plus infrastructure investment trust. We call that InvIT. Similarly, we know that Power Grid Corporation of India has done an InvIT of 7,700 crores. So PPPs have now moved from construction phase to operation phase, and the asset monetization strategy of government, which was recently announced in the National Monetization Pipeline, is going to be done under public-private partnership of operating assets.
There has been an undivided focus on constructing rural roads by providing connectivity through all-weather roads. Phase 3 of Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana was launched in 2019 for consolidation of 1,25,000 kilometers of roads linking habitations to Grameen agricultural markets, higher secondary schools and hospitals. In a major technological reform, the National Highway Authority of India has created the Road Asset Management System. The objective is to provide data on road maintenance, safety measures and development of new projects under geospatial technology.
India is fast moving towards a gas-based economy to reach its sustainable development goals. The government has charted the energy roadmap with the vision of one nation, one grid. It connects the nation with one gas pipeline to provide a clean and safe source of energy. This initiative will help India increase the share of natural gas in the energy basket mix from the current 6% to 15% by 2030.
To accelerate its efforts, the government has launched schemes like Urja Ganga Gas Pipeline Project for 5 states: Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha and West Bengal. Similarly, the Indradhanush Gas Grid is developing the Northeast Pipeline Grid with the government funding of Rs 5,559 crore approved in January last year. On 31st of March 2021, the government authorized approximately 33,764 km natural gas pipeline network across the country. 938 kilometers have been commissioned during 2021. Last December, the Petroleum and Natural Gas Ministry notified a new unified pipeline tariff structure for 14 natural gas pipelines. The government has also operationalized the Indian Gas Exchange for transparent price discovery in natural gas and facilitating growth in the share of natural gas in India's energy basket. Currently, 18.2 lakh households are connected to gas pipeline and 894 new CNG stations have been commissioned. In order to further free India's gas market, the government approved the sale of domestic gas through a transparent e-bidding process. It also expanded coverage for city gas distribution to 407 districts across 27 states and union territories. The new policy on biofuels announced in 2018 proposes an indicative target of 20% blending of ethanol in petrol and 5% blending of biodiesel in diesel by 2030. This is aimed to significantly enhance India's energy security. 5 biomass-based second-generation or 2G biorefineries for production of ethanol with a capacity of 540 kiloliter per day are under construction. 2G ethanol Panipat plant will be commissioned in March 2022.
Infrastructure is the backbone of economic development. India is witnessing unprecedented success in tapping this potential to improve the lives of its people. The India infrastructure story is a tale of big achievements. It is a story of a young India and the story of country's future. That's all from us in this episode. We will get you more of this in our next episode. Till then, Please stay tuned in.